Hello guys, this is Lamos Nkonde here. Today's class will be talking about MySQL databases. I'll show you how to install MySQL Server on Ubuntu and also show you how to work with the MySQL Workbench and installing it as well. Okay, first what I'll do, I'll simply go to my terminal. This is my Ubuntu as you can see. And what I'll do, I'll show you the procedures that we use to install MySQL Server. You say sudo apt get install MySQL Server. Enter. To ask you for a password. Put my password. Okay. There it is. As you can see, my SQL Server is already running on a machine, and the machine is this one, as you can see, 16.0.4, and the latest version of the MySQL Server is this one. That is, you can add download for Ubuntu, and it is already running. But if for you is the first time to install it, then what you need to do is just to put in the username that you're gonna be using, and then the root password, or maybe you can change the password, anything. That's what it's gonna ask you, but it's very simple. Okay, now to install MySQL Workbench, is the same procedure that you use, the same command, but you only need to change at the end there and put in workbench. And I've also got it running on the machine. As you can see, it's already running, this one here. Okay, now to check if it's running on the machine, you say sudo system ctl status, then MySQL. Okay, as you can see here, it's active and running. We are good and cool. Okay, now let's go and go to, after installing it, you can come here, or your workbench, you can just come here and say workbench. After searching, you see here it is. Just click on it. It's gonna be coming. There it is. Here is the workbench. Then you simply come to databases. This is the dashboard. Connect to databases. Okay, as you can see here, host name. This is the local machine that is hosting the workbench. This is the user name, the root. You can put any name that you want there, the username that you used, and the default schema. That's the schema that you can use defaultly, but I'm gonna create as we go in. Click OK. Then you put in the password. My password is okay. There we go in. This is the dashboard for my workbench. The query is the one that we use to create databases as well. I'll show you that one later, but I'll simply come this one. This is the one you use to create databases. But in this, the familiar way that we use, we say create a new schema. We're trying to create a new schema. Okay, now what we're gonna do is create a schema. I'll simply create here, and it's asking you for the new schema that you're going to create. I'll simply give the name of the schema, this one, as you can see there, new schema. I'll simply say keep times. Keep times is the name of the schema that we're going to create. Keep times. I'll simply say apply. The correlation can leave it as default. You don't need to worry about correlation. Big 5, that's the correlation that we're using. I'll say apply. This one is the query. The query is the one that you can use as an alternative way of creating a schema. Now, you're going to create a schema using either a graphical way, which is GUI, and you can also create a schema using these queries. You can simply copy this schema and then apply. It's pretty the same way, but I'll talk about those schemas later on. First of all, we're going to go about graphicals, and then we'll talk about schema later. Okay, simply apply. As you can see here, it's created. The database is applied. Okay, now close. Then you come here where there is schemas. As you can see here, there's somewhere called schemas here. And then let me close this one. Okay, there is this one. Just simply click here. Go to drop down menu. If you go to drop down, you can see there's tables, there's views, there's stored procedures, and there's functions. What we're interested here is in creating tables. That's what we're interested in. So we simply click here and then come here and say create new table. As you can see there, it is giving us options of creating tables. I give this one a name. I'll simply say sales. That's the table that I'm going to create, sales table. And then I come here and give the columns of the tables. First I'll say cost. Second I'll say items, or I can say dresses. Then I come here and then I'll say shirts. And then I come here, I will say jeans. Okay, there is giving us a primary key automatically. There it is giving us, and an integer, as you can see here, is just numbers. Variable characters as mixtures of characters, variable characters as well. You can change these other flavors of workbench, like the old versions. You can play around with this, but 45 is pretty good number for you to play around with it. You can go it for auto increment here. As you can see, this is very important in some databases. You can put auto increment, but I'll leave it as it is default, and then I'll simply say apply. The same query that you use, you can use this one if you want to create, but we'll talk about this one later. You simply have to select this one and apply it. Then I'll apply. As you can see, I've created my table. Okay, now how do I access my table? I come here where the escape times. In the tables drop down menu, I go there. There is sales. Okay, there it is sales. I simply come here and click there. There it is. This is the query that you can use to get this what? This table. This is the query that you use. Okay. Now, as you can see here, this is like an ID of all this stuff because it will increase automatically as you go down here. In others, you need to put it manually, but in this one, it's doing it automatically. Okay, first you would say, let's take the cost of this one is 100 bucks. The name of dress is khaki. Then the shirt is Foley. Then I also come here for 400 bucks cost. The name of it is got. The name of the shirt is Tor. Then I come again here. As you can see here, as I'm creating the in the columns, the number this side is increasing automatically. Then I'll say 7, the cost. Then Putala. Then Torch. Then I'll simply, that's it means you have created. Then I'll say apply. These are the queries that you can do it, type it manually to create. But if you can see these queries, they're a bit more tiresome. There is a lot of stuff that you need to type in to create the same stuff. That's why we sometimes opt for graphical, because there is a lot of stuff that you need to type just to create that in case you need to use that one. Okay, then simply say apply. As you can see, it's applied. Now let's go and check the tables. To check for the table, you simply come this here as well. Here the sales table, and then click. As you can see, these are the stuff that we did create. You can simply come here as well and put in your stuff if you want, and then apply as well. Also, you come here to edit. You come here insert a row. You come here delete some rows and stuff. There is a lot of stuff that you can play around with it. You come to tools. You can come to save as. You can export your data. That is a way of backing up. Whatever way you want to back up your maybe databases, you can export it in whatever format you want, Mysql or maybe CSVs and stuff. We'll talk about that. Data import is like taking the data from the computer you have, from the system that you have, and then trying to import the data into the system. But let me tell you about this. If you are trying to import the data from other servers or from other systems, those data will only work if they're in the format of MySQL. Okay, I'll not talk much about this for today. I'll come with another class trying to show you how to play around with queries, trying to play around with data and stuff. But for today, I think it was more important to do that installations, creating databases, schemas, and then creating tables and stuff. That is the basic, and then we'll continue. Thank you for joining my class. This is Lamos Nkonde as usual. Thank you once again.